short plays with the strange and really tries to invoke the senses. The beginning starts off as a meditative sound, but quickly, when it combines with the images, turns into something that's almost kind of like terrifying and thrilling. This short, I think, plays a lot with figures and silhouettes throughout the duration of the film, and it has similar vibes that sort of like change as we drift through the sound. And at the end, we see both the sound and images have transcended and transformed into something new and have completely changed as we start off with like pitch black and then get to color.
Definitely, it's avant-garde, it's experimental, both, visually and sonically. We're definitely doing a non-narrative, piece. It definitely seems like it could be on a monitor in as a piece of video art or projected as a piece of video art in a museum somewhere. I would think it's, on display in a modern art, type setting. I like the different types of imagery shifting around to the different styles. In the very beginning, the stark black and white somehow reminded me a little bit of there's that film by Chris Marker, Les Jetés. I don't know how to pronounce it exactly. It's the short film that was all black and white photos that ended up inspiring the 12 Monkeys film Terry Gilliam did in the 90s. Anyways, that visual style reminded me of that, and there was a lot of different things throughout it, like the use of just kind of the VHS imagery of the glitching, and there's some animation at the end, near the end. Yeah, so good job on this. It's crazy, it's experimental, it's shocking, it's different.
Abstract, experimental, and horrific at its finest. It comes with a black and white lens for the most part. It's nitty, it's gritty, we've got that film grain in there. We are definitely listening to the sounds as the uh, pieces kind of form and come together. There are definitely plays here that, make it you feel unnerving and uncomfortable. We have this mask that's being played with, and they're trying to take it off only for it to still remain there. There is moments where white noise is hitting the screen. Eyes are being kaleidoscoped and multiplied. It's a very, very eclectic, but also, my mind did drift to thinking of people, artists like David Lynch and Eraserhead, and kind of this play on um, definitely opening up the psychological sensory type of experience here. So to feel this unnerving for that long, I felt was something that I kind of um, had to get comfortable in being in the uncomfortable.
Very tense and very uncomfortable, and it really, the best way I could say it is the existential terror. It came in flares, um, where you would have these lulls of, I mean, it was still terrifying, but like it had calmed down, and then it would just flare into this just sheer insanity. Um, Wanton also had a very, very distinct experimental feel to it. If you took all the unhealthy thoughts in your head, you ripped them out, and you put them into a 45-minute music video, that's kind of what this felt like. A lot of very kind of schizophrenic imagery. All in all, Wanton was an experience.
Strange. It's definitely experimental and different where it's grainy through the whole thing. You get silhouettes of figures. At the beginning, I thought at first it looked like a Michael Myers face, and then it just disappears. Then the music changes, and it's like you're almost going into the light for heaven, and then it switches back to something that's almost demonic. It's very different and strange. Very, very creative. It's definitely creative decisions were made, especially to make it where it gives a feeling of confusion throughout the thing, and the fact that it lasts almost 45 minutes and giving you that confusion is definitely a trick. It's bizarre, though. It was definitely different. The fact that almost scores go through the whole thing to give the tone going back and forth, giving kind of a whiplashy feel. It's very different. And even playing with the darkness in this grain was something that was very interesting that the filmmakers did.